Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Cladun X2. I am Megadude454, but you may call me Mitchell. Last time I told you I was going to go ahead and grind a little bit off screen, get every character I have to about level 5, which I've done. And I also, if you can see in the top of the screen, increased my fame to above 5, but I got some fame. So before we do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and show you what you can get by increasing your fame. It's a just game spec of fame. Here's a reward. Pick it up. I've gained a gold. I believe the next reward you get is at 15 fame, but we're at 17. Seems you gained a bit of fame. Another reward is yours. Talk to Hiyoko on the ship. Hiyoko is on Hiyo's ship, which I assume Hiyo is just a shortening of its name. Hiyoko... I believe it's a little one. Nope, Tres Dane. Need more time. More time. Title-related complaints. We'll talk about that. You? Nope. Not you. You. I see. If Sir Hiyoji has recognized you, I must pay my due respects. Very well. I'll let you change your job. This is the job change mechanic. After a character has reached level 10, you can choose to change their job. What this will do is it'll reset them back to level 1. The benefits? Well, depending on how late of a level that you've increased a character's level with a certain class, is kind of like a percentage of their stats will remain. So, say a character, and this is just for example, I don't know how exactly the percentages work. Say a character has 100 HP when you at level 20, let's say. When you choose to change them from a warrior to a saint, yeah, their HP is going to go back down, but rather than be Bethgar's 29 HP, they'll be more along the lines of something like 45 or something. So rather than, like, you know, getting the 21 or 20 starting HP that the Saint has, they'll get 20 plus another percentage. In this case, it's along the lines of like 22 in my example, added onto their HP. Additionally, they'll get more SP, more attack, more defense, and additionally more mana. Basically, when you set back their level back to 1 with a new class, their stats are increased. Now, the benefit to this is that you'll learn more abilities, gain more magic circles, so on and so forth, and you won't lose your equipment. The downside is you have to start back from level 1 with a character that is in a quote-unquote weakened state. As I've just said, their stats are also increased above what they would be if they were to just start at that class at level 1. But right now, none of our characters are level 10, and we will be looking at this in the future. Not right now, and we're not going to be looking at it in the near future. But we now have this unlocked. Now, the next reward is at 50 fame, I believe. And like I said, we'll talk about titles here in a second. Have you visited the ship yet? There are some interesting Hiyos out there. Now, set your sights for 30 fame. That actually shouldn't be too hard. We're at 17 right now. The only location giving me troubles for fame accrual is Trial Island 1, really, because that one actually takes a little bit of time. But yeah, there are some interesting POs in here. There's some tutorial POs, these 3 in particular, that'll tell you all you need to know about the game. This is a black market Hiyo. Again, you'll need a certain amount of fame in order to talk to them. This Hiyo here, Title Shop. Titles, you may have noticed I've been picking up some equipment like HP 1 or SP 2, Defense 1, skill up on my equipment. Off screen, I actually picked up a maze. This village spear here, which increases attack, defense, and walk. What exactly is all this? Well, what this essentially is are extra statuses on your equipment. This shop allows you to take the titles off your equipment to apply to different pieces of equipment. Here's the problem with that. Other than the edit title, which you only need 1 to ever apply to a piece of equipment, and whenever you take it from equipment, you will always get one. If you want to apply, say, the Amaze title to a piece of equipment, you'll need 4 Amazes. Excuse me. If you don't have 4 Amazes, you can't apply 1 Amaze to a piece of equipment. So, Amaze is actually a pretty rare title, all things considered. Basically, this is probably a very late game thing to worry about. I'm not going to worry about it. I also said off screen I was going to recolor my character's face, or basically redraw it, and technically all I've done is recolor it. I've just changed the coloring. I'm going to briefly show you what exactly I did. It's not that important. Basically, you can go to the edit menu, or you can talk to the Hiyo inside the bar, who will let you draw on faces. Edit face, selected myself. I use basic mode. I don't like fiddling with advanced mode. It's a little too complicated for me, and I'm not very good at drawing. But basically, all I did is I just adjusted the color. I went to here, particularly, which is the outline of the cape, press B, change color, and I changed it to that shade of gold. And I've also changed all the other colors to be a bit more brown, and adjusted my hair color so I'm blonde, which is what I naturally am. We just can edit and get out of here. Short, simple. I don't know how big the grid is in pixels, but just saying it right now, if anyone offers to let me use a four-directional face for a character that they'd like to see me use, or want to draw a new face on one of my other characters to make them look a bit better, then by all means, I am not going to deny that. That's completely up to you guys. But you guys aren't here to hear me blabber on and on about the features of the game. You're here to see me kill some shit. I actually didn't optimize equipment. I thought I'd do that off screen, but I'll just do that real quick. If you press the X button, you will switch tabs. There was a way to sorting your equipment. I want to try to figure that out real quick. I actually think you can only do it here, because that's where you can visibly see your equipment. Yes, you press the Y button, or the fourth button. Exactly to sort that. Not entirely sure. I just heard a thing. Oh, my equipment's been removed, that's why. Select, start. There we go. Rank order. We want to organize it all by rank order. None of this I've purchased except one of the bamboo spears, actually. So this itty bitty rod I'll be giving to my sorcerer. Rank order for this. Oh yeah. Whatever's at the top of your equipment list is your pride equipment. Basically whatever equipment would show up as your crowning piece of equipment to other people on the online function of this game, which I don't know if it actually works. Hasn't whenever I tried. I'm actually going to equip that armor. And sort you. Ooh. We're actually going to take the ice shield. We might consider the attack +1 shield. There's a lot of this to this. I also have more magic, specifically brandish and pierce. I don't really care about those two. Finally set up. I may have just cut all that out, because that was quite a bit. Let's continue with the initiation of Woodsea on the second floor. I don't remember this floor very well, but I don't remember it particularly being difficult either. Right. If you're wondering... Skill up bamboo spear. If you're wondering what kind of training method I did off-screen, I just ran the first floor of the initiation of Woodsea over and over again. It's the one thing that offers the most experience. Oh yeah. Ah, crap. Uh-oh. This is a status ailment. This cat will literally take your clothes off. I think it's one of the most hilarious things, but also one of the most annoying things if they don't do enough damage. I just ran the first floor of the initiation of Woodsea over and over again, because I don't want to get any further, and it's literally the only floor right now that offers any decent amount of experience. Of course, that'll change as more of this game is unlocked, but looking at it right now, the most we have is the initiation of Woodsea and Trial Island, neither of which give a lot of experience. You should both die. There we go. New enemy! I just call those dragonflies, even though they're more like praying manti flies, or whatever. Flying scythers, that's what they are. This guy. These enemies aren't particularly hard, if I remember rightly. It depends on their level. They're a little aggressive, I think. I'm just saying random stuff at this point. Either way, level done. I can't really explain everything in this game. All I can tell you... Bethgar is now level 6. Pax is now level 6. And so on and so forth. I can't really explain everything in this game, to be perfectly honest. I'm kind of clueless when it comes to this game. It's just very fun, and I want to play it. And putting it on YouTube seems like a good idea when you think about it. And give more people a chance to play a good game, as pixely and bad art as it is. Because it's just fun. It's a nice little dungeon crawler, and once we get Ranjans, it'll appear even more fun. Right, this level. Oh, snap. I actually got healed a little bit there, if you noticed. That is a thing in this game. If you take enough negative damage... Oh, wait. That toad dealt ice damage, didn't it? That would explain it. Okay. There we go. I love these totem poles, by the way. They dish out a ton of money. Where was I? I was talking about how I like this game, and honestly, I just kind of wish more people played it. It's fun to me. Maybe it's not everyone's cup of tea. It's really an action-adventure dungeon crawler that once we get Ranjans has random dungeon elements, which is a bit more roguey. But not entirely, unfortunately. Now, we're going to go in there and we're going to kill everything. Because our way this way is blocked, so we have to. The best way to deal with the totem poles is to attack them from the side. As you notice, they can only face a couple of directions when they attack. Later on, we're going to encounter these totem poles being able to switch the direction they attack. But right now, these ones in particular only attack from one direction. Let's go ahead and loot everything we can. But they do drop oodles of money. Like, they're dropping 17 gold, which later on is going to be nothing, but right now is a significant amount. There we go. Ultimately, that's kind of it. This game is fun. I kind of wish more people played it. It's the way I look at it. Amongst my friends, I'm literally the only one that has it. That is... Oh. Kind of good stuff I'm getting. Really. It kind of just saddens me that more games like this don't exist. Games that are fun little RPG shenanigans that allow a lot of customization. Some of the customization you can do in this game is completely useless. Like the way a character looks, but you can do it. Would I like to switch to the main character? Yes. Thank you. Do want to switch our sub-characters, Pax and Bethgar. They're both level 7. We don't want to oversaturate them as sub-characters. Because otherwise, there'd be no point in grinding them as main characters, because they'll hit a level point and their stats will be pretty dang good. So we're actually going to switch Pax for, I'm thinking Mia, which that seems like a horrible idea because she has a defend 100% node. So if you see these kind of nodes, what this means is any damage that these sides take will be transferred here. So if you take any damage from the back, rather than it being split between the sides if you have no back character, will just be taken frontally by the forward character. Granted, it depends on the defend type. That actually allows me to have more offense. That's it. That's the only one we got. We're also going to switch you for Jean. Jean can use a bit more stats, I think. And I think I can add a stone wall, so my defense and offense is improved by 1 each, because I was able to switch to Mia. Actually, really handy. I should talk about the plan I have for this game. For most of the dungeon running, I plan to be playing me, Mitchell, because I'm an egotistical prick, and I like seeing me in the cutscenes. Now, of course, if I hit level 7 in this instance, music change. This is a boss floor, so to speak. Actually, I believe there is a boss on this floor. No, there isn't. This is basically just a big old trial run. Oh, boy. Okay. It's not a defense down debuff. It's an attack down debuff. I was kind of worried there for a second. Ow. Really? Yeah, from this point onward, basically every 4th floor of a dungeon is going to be a boss floor. There's going to be some trial or some boss you have to face on that floor, and you got to get by. Mia is about to die, and I don't like that, not one bit. Hopefully there's a heal trap there. Come on, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Dang it. I am running out of things to say. I must admit, this game can get overtly repetitive, I will admit, which makes it kind of bad for Let's Playing. But I suppose the plan is to talk about other things. And me is dead, my attack dropped by 2, 3 because of that. But my defense by 1. I can live with that. That's just demonstrating what exactly happens when a character falls, really. Now my sides are actually taking damage. Now I don't have a 100% front defender. Oh no, there is a boss on this floor. Like a legit boss. That's funny. I want to get you away from the mines. We won't actually be facing this legit boss, but he's there. Now that I just remembered. So basically, me playing this game is going to be an experience as much for you guys as it is for me. Yeah, you see that mushroom there? That mushroom's like level 32. I think. Yeah, level 30, both of them. Don't go anywhere near them if you value your life. But basically, they're guarding the boss, the legit boss of this floor. What we killed here, that was not a boss. It is basically introducing us to another enemy, which, just call it a Dark Nut. That's what it is. You can only damage it from the back. Nice. Yeah, Mia fainted, so Mia gained half of the experience. And I almost leveled up twice. That could have been scary. I have a system. I have a system. I want to receive 2 level ups as a main character during the Let's Play, and then level up grinding as a sub-character for the rest of them. Jean is level 6, Bethgar's level 7, you're level 7. We haven't seen a wizard at gameplay yet. And I will worry about the magic circles later. For right now, both the sub-characters are higher level than they should be. Yeah, you're fine. Pax, you should be replaced with Jenna. And that's perfectly fine with me as well. Just gonna go through this real quick, so I'll see you guys at a end of a cut. Alright, we're back with Mia. Wizards are a bit different in terms of gameplay style. I give them staves. You can really give them whatever you want, because really their main motif is the fact that they use magic. And the next dungeon has unlocked the Dark Elf Grotto. So, this will be a bit weird, because Mia actually is based on a elf character I made. Yes, we also have to be careful how many times we swing our staff. That's right. The way it does damage is a bit interesting. If I remember rightly. Huh. I don't think I've used the ADB staff for long periods of time. But yeah, Wizards... Mia is based on my Dungeons and Dragons character, Mia's Fireblood, which is a female elf that's a Dragon Disciple Sorcerer. Which, I haven't really put too much thought into her backstory yet. The plan is to do that, but right now I haven't really put much thought into it. Come on. Ow, got hit. I actually thought that if you use a staff in a melee attack... Maybe this is a different game. But yeah, bottom left, you see that, like, little... Ow. Cane indicator? That's how much mana is in the staff, or SP or something. Basically how many charges it has before it can't do that anymore. I have to swing it like a regular stick. Which, right now, we're doing fine. there's a lot of depth remembering it now. I suppose that's really all there is to say, isn't there? Oh, wow. Ooh. That chest had a load of money in it. Stop blowing breathing fire on me. Don't appreciate that. Joint. It's kind of useful, but you need another joint in order to make that work, or at least to double its efficiency. It'll also double its mana cost. That's never really that much fun. I gotta stop stepping on these traps. I'm, like, almost killing myself here. Oh, God. The fairy. And I should actually be a bit more careful. Bah. Yeah, neither of them are getting close to me. And that's the front character gone. I've actually added nothing but defense onto Mia's magic circle. Right up. I thought I spiked the mic. Primarily because physical attacking is not a wizard's main job. Their main job is to throw magic if I had SP now. If the job was to smack a thing with a stick, their job would be to smack a thing with a stick. Like right now. Which makes me sorely regret I didn't add any extra offense, but whenever the staff has a charge, it does multiple hits, so that's really handy. Thankfully, it's passively charging, otherwise I would be screwed. Now we just keep going. Yeah, we're almost to the end of this dungeon. If they're getting right next to them, smacking them with the staff is real handy. Or I could let them walk in the fire. Whatever they want to do. Also, I believe I was inaccurate partially about the status elements, like being on fire. If you're on fire, you actually deal fire element damage. If you have frost on your feet, you deal ice element damage. It's important to note for certain types of enemies of particular colors. Red and blue enemies specifically. That should be enough. Jenna is level up to level 6. Jean didn't get any level up because she died partway through. And that's it. Now visit a new dungeon. But I do believe that is going to be enough for me. Basically, what I'm going to do off-screen is obtain enough fame in order to unlock the 30 prize and basically just grind fame up using Jean. Since that's the reason you have a ranger character. They're faster than most characters, and they get a lot more done. Probably going to also re-equip everybody, see if there's anything new in the shop, which, why don't we do that together? That way, if there's anything new, you can see at this point what you can get. In terms of artifacts, the mini apple is available. The small normal generators up to soldier, iron defense. The 2 different types of speed artifacts are available. The luck medal, level minus 40% for 10 mana. Not entirely sure what that does. I think that weakens the ability or possibly strengthens it. Either way. And a mana plus 2. No, it still costs 0 mana to use, but it's just strictly better than the mana plus 1. An editor overrider won't drop the editor title. That's to any slot. Absolute edit. Primary title will be editor. The edit overrider, I believe, prevents the edit title from ever being dropped, and the absolute edit will, I would imagine, make sure that every piece of equipment drops the edit title. I think. So there's your XP up. Defense up is now available. HP up has been available, and I believe 8 attack up is now available at this point, which are growth scrolls. For weapons, swords, you can now get up to a broadsword. You can get up to a hatchet. I think once we got past that cutscene, the stone axe and bone sword were available. The one that I left you guys off of. Then there's the new rods, the spears, the bow, the bone. Yes, the bows, I mean. Armor goes all the way up to a rugby uniform, which adds walk 10. Shield, still only a wooden shield, but we now have a buckler available to us. Anyway, so we've now seen the equipment. And again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind up my fame to 30 and beyond, because we still need more fame, believe it or not. And I'm going to re-equip all my characters and possibly grind them all up to... The Dark Elf Grotto is about a level 5 to 7-ish area, so I think I'll grind them all up to 7. But either way, I thank you all for watching, and if you want to see more content like this, go ahead and leave a comment, subscribe. I'm not your mother, you do what you want. But until then, I'll see you all in the next video. Farewell.